mentioned that one of the things that we need to do is intentionally put faith out for reaping in the same way we do for sowing. And I think that that is really important. I told a gal once that I was mentoring, I said, because she was struggling with finance, I said, you're going to learn how to live with supernatural finance. And so I said, every time you give something, give it with intentionality for the advancement of the kingdom. Even if it's buying a coffee for someone, do it in the love of God for the advancement of the kingdom. Just believe that God will breathe on it, and write it down in a little book and the date that you did it. Anything that you give financially, anything that you give as far as even your help that you give people, write it down, because I'm going to show you something. When you write it down, say, I believe for 30, 60, 100, even to 1,000-fold increase. Just speak it out over your seed. Then, when it comes to pass, go through your book, and when you see, it being returned, blessings being returned, write it down and date it. It was amazing. She intentionally sowed, and she also intentionally reaped, because she was putting command on the seed to bring back a return. And she could not believe it. After a few months, she said, this is amazing. I am so blessed by God. Even the cups of coffee, if she would sow a cup of coffee for someone, she would get so many back. And she said, this really works. I said, well, it's kingdom life. It's supernatural life, and many people just don't know how to connect with it. Well, now she's in full-time ministry. She is doing so well. She is blessed financially, but it just took that little nugget. So I want to thank you for sharing that with. I'll answer quickly. And I love this question, because I think a lot of us feel the same way. I don't want to fall into the trap of loving money. How do I keep my heart pure when believing for supernatural provision?
Jesus explained this really quickly, Matthew 6:33. When we seek the God's kingdom and his righteousness, all these things are going to be added to us. Jesus said, look at my face right now. When I saw him, he said, now focus on my face and seek me. He said, you will never lack if you continually gaze at me. So that's what I do all the time. And I can encourage people just to gaze at Jesus.
Love it.
Yeah.
Don't you just love that? You've been tithing, you've been giving your offerings to the Lord, you've been doing all those things with an expectation that the heavens are going to open, blessings will pour out that you can't contain, all of the good things that the word promises you. So you said, Lord, I'm waiting for that, but you haven't seen it come yet. Well, I want to decree and declare over you that it is coming. It actually is coming. But the key for you is to get tenacious in calling forth your harvest. So in the same way that you sowed in faith, now reap with faith. Call it forth from the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also see there's a single mom. See right now an angel of provision going to you right now, is being assigned to you right now. And when angels are assigned, it's for your whole life. So welcome the angel. Thank God for it. Look to God and watch the changes that are going to take place in your life.
Why am I not prospering? Because the Lord says this where you're at is not your land. I'm taking you to your land, but I'm getting you ready for it. So the Lord says, you just stay in there with me and pass all your tests, pass your money test. When God tells you to give, just keep giving. When God tells you to be a good receiver, you receive. The Lord is saying, I'm taking you into your land where you're going to prosper, but you're in preparation right now. Patricia, I see that a lot of people are going through things and they're interpreting as though they've done something wrong, but they have not done anything wrong. The Lord is releasing them to just relinquish into the yoke of God is upon their life, and they're being trained to trust it.
So good.